Hello students, today we are learning tenses. Tenses are very important in our life. Here each tense indicates the connection between two or more time periods or the exact time an activity occurred, which underlines the importance of English grammar tenses. They can be used to create different meanings from the same verb and help to anchor the listener understand the meaning behind the story. And it is very much important that in the part of English language, if you wish to write a correct sentence or wish to say anything to anyone, you need to express the idea in the right form of the tenses. Let's see in detail about our tenses. Check the definition. A tense is a form of a verb which tells us time of action or state of completeness. Here there are mainly three tenses. Every tense is divided into again four forms. Before going to start our session tenses in detail, here we have to learn subjects or the persons. Look at this chart. Person, singular and plural. The first person, second person, third person. The third person comes three times. And the first person singular is I and plural is we. The second person singular is you and plural also you. In the third person in the singular form, he, she, it are there. And in plural form, only they is there. Let's see the types of tenses. Here, present tense, past tense and future tenses are there. According to our definition, here present tense again divided into four types of tenses. In the first one, simple present tense, second, present continuous tense, third, present perfect tense, and the last and fourth one, present perfect continuous tense. Let's check all these tenses in detail. Here I am giving the principles or the structure for the tenses. And the first one, simple present tense, our structure of the tenses or sentence is subject plus V1 plus object. And the next, the present continuous tense, the structure is subject plus am or is or are plus V1 plus ing form plus object. Here in the third one, present perfect tense. Present perfect tense structure is subject plus have or has plus V3 plus object. And the fourth one, present perfect continuous tense. Here the structure or the principle for the sentence is subject plus have or has plus been plus V1 plus ing form plus object. Here is a note for you for this present tense. The verb takes s, es or ies in the simple present tense if the subject is in a third person singular. Here we'll see simple present tense in detail. Subject plus V1 plus object. This is the structure or the principle for simple present tense. Here is a condition. First one, to express habitual or repeated action. We will write these habitual or repeated action in the simple present tense only. For example, we can see here the first one, Murali gets up at 5 o'clock every morning. It is a repeated action or a habit. And the second one, I like to play chess. In the third one, you observe yes to the verb. She loves dance. I already given a note before that if we use third person singular, the verb will include yes, es or ies. That's why in the third sentence we gave yes to the verb. She loves dance. Here the second condition, to express universal truths or proverbs. For example, the sun sets in the west. The Shakespeare says, all that glitters is not gold. Here, In these examples, both sentences includes the third person singular. The sun is a third person singular. That's why here V1 form includes yes. And also in the second example, Shakespeare says. Here also that is the third person and V1 form includes yes. In the third condition, to express historic events. Examples: Rama kills Ravana. This is an historical event. That's why here this was expressed in a simple present tense. Shah Jahan builds the Taj Mahal. In the fourth condition, to express planned or future action. First example, I leave for Delhi tomorrow. Second one, she writes me a letter. Here, both are planned actions. So, all these sentences are used in simple present tense. These are the conditions for simple present tense. Let's check the second one, present continuous tense. Here the structure for present continuous tense is subject plus am or is or are plus V1 plus ing form plus object. Here are conditions for present continuous tense. First one, to express an action which begins and going on at present time. It's already begun and now it's going on. For example, first one, I am teaching grammar. And the second one, she is writing a letter. And the third one, they are watching movie. Here, you can observe, I am teaching grammar. I already started before and now also I am teaching. That's why I am saying that I am teaching grammar. This is a condition for present continuous tense, and also some more conditions are here to express continuing action but do not at the time of speaking. For example, she is reading a novel. Second one, they are preparing examination paper. Here, at the time of speaking, the action is not continuing, but to express the action which is continued before. She is reading a novel. They are preparing examination paper. Let's check the third one. That is a present perfect tense. The structure for the present perfect tense is subject plus has or have plus V3 plus object. Here is a condition to present perfect tense to express an action which is completed just now. The example is, I have eaten my meal just now. Here, just completed actions will mention in this present perfect tense. Here is the next one, the present perfect continuous tense. The structure for this present perfect continuous tense is subject plus has or have plus been plus V1 plus ing form plus object. Very lengthy principle or the structure. Once we write a sentence, it will become very easy. Then here are conditions. It is used to express an action which began in the past and going on at the present time. And the second one, this tense is generally used with since or for. Here since used for a point of time and for is used for the period of time. Check some examples for present perfect continuous tense. Here the examples are, I have been living in Hyderabad since 2007. And the same example in the second one also, you can check, I have been living in Hyderabad for 13 years. You can see the difference in first sentence and also in the second sentence. In the first sentence, we used since before 2007, Why? Because since indicates the point of time in the first sentence. Particular year was given in that. In second sentence, we used for 13 years. The for indicates the period of time. We don't know the what exact time of 13 years. Either it may be coming 13 years or it may be the past 13 years. That's why we can observe the difference between the since and for in these two sentences clearly. Here we can see some more examples. Since, for. The first sentence, I have been writing this book since 9 o'clock. Here we use this sentence under since. That's why we mention the particular time 9 o'clock. Coming to the first sentence, the same sentence was given. I have been writing this book for 3 hours. For 3 hours. Whatever it may be, the 3 hours is in the early morning hours or in the afternoon or in the evening or in the night, whatever the 3 hours it may be. That's why we call it as a period of time. And the second sentence, she has been teaching English since 2009. She has been teaching English for 11 years. Third one, we have been doing this work since Monday. And the third one, for sentence, we have been doing this work for 7 days. Last one, the fourth one, they have been reading since 10:30 a.m. Fourth one, here in the first sentence, they have been reading for 1.5 hours. Okay, till now we discussed about the different types of present tenses. Now here I just want to compare the structures of present tense and also past tense. Here I gave a chart again, types of tenses, present tense and past tense. In these types of tenses you can observe 4 types: simple tense, continuous tense, perfect tense and perfect continuous tense. Then in a present tense, the structure for the simple tense is subject plus V1 plus object. Observe in a past tense, the structure is subject plus V2 plus object. Here only the subject is changed. Here in the present tense that is a V1 form. Here in the past tense it is a V2 form. It is very simple and clear in a simple present tense compared with simple past tense. Come to the next one, that is the continuous tense. Here present continuous tense principle is subject plus am or is or are plus V1 plus inform plus object. Coming to the past tense, the remaining principle is same but the helping verbs are changed. Was or were used in this past tense. In the perfect tense, subject plus has or have plus V3 plus object. In the past tense, instead of has or have, we are using had only. And the last one, perfect continuous tense. In the present tense it is subject plus has or have plus been plus V1 plus inform plus object is the structure. In the past tense, subject plus had plus been plus V1 plus inform plus object. This is the structure of a sentence when we are when we want to write a sentence about a particular tense. Let's see past tense in details. This past tense also divided into 4 type of tenses. Here the first one is simple past tense, second past continuous, third past perfect and last one is past perfect continuous tense. Now see the structures for the tenses. I already given, but one more time I am repeating. For the simple past tense, it is subject plus V2 plus object. Here, the second one, past continuous tense, subject plus was or were plus V1 plus inform plus object. And third one, past perfect tense, subject plus had plus V3 plus object. And also the last one, past perfect continuous tense, subject plus had plus been plus be1 plus ing form plus object. Let's check simple past in detail. You can observe the structure. Condition. It is used to express an action which completed in the past. Frequently used words in the simple past are yesterday, last night, last week, ago, last month, earlier this week, day before yesterday, etc. These are the words we can use frequently in the simple past. For example, I saw a movie last night. I passed MA in 2008. They came to me a week ago. You can observe the structure in these examples. First one, I is a subject, saw V2 form, object a movie. Last night here mentioned means here that is a done in past. In the second one you can observe or you can compare the structure here with this sentences. Subject I, past V2, MA is the object. Likewise, you can compare the next sentence also with our structure. Let's move to the past continuous tense. Observe the structure. Condition. Past continuous is used for action which begins in the past and going on for some time in the past. Note. Here, past continuous is used with a combination of two tenses. That is, the first one is past continuous with second one simple past. You can observe the examples here. She passed intermediate while I was studying BE. Second one, Swami was telling English when I went to the college. Third one, Presley knocked at the door when I was watching TV. Here you can observe these 10 sentences. Each and every sentence is the combination of two tenses. One is a past continuous and the second one is a simple past. Either the past continuous will come the first or second, that's not a matter. Here is the sentence should be a meaningful one. The next one, past perfect tense. Observe the structure. Subject plus had plus V3 plus object. Here is the condition. To express an action which is completed at a certain time in the past. Note, past perfect tense is used with a combination of two tenses. First one is past perfect. Second one is simple past. Here in this past perfect tense, frequently used words before, when, after. Let's see some examples. The train had left before I reached the railway station. In this sentence, the first part of the sentence is past perfect tense. And the second part of the sentence is simple past tense. The train had left. Take this sentence and compare with the structure. The train is the subject. Had is as it is. V3 form here is left. So, the example is again, the train had left before I reached the railway station. Then the second one, the patient had expired before the doctor came. The third one, she had left after I met her. Based on the past perfect tense, we have some examples from the textbook. Let's go through them. In this story, the author used the past perfect in many sentences. If you observe the following sentences from the story and the rules given under them, you will understand why and how the past perfect is used. Let's see first example. It was 10:20. My father had already left. We can observe this sentence in the paragraph 6. When an action takes place before a point of time in the past, the action is expressed in the past perfect tense. Sometimes the point of time can be understood from the earlier sentences and other contextual clues. And second one, finally we reached Dirang. The bus from Tawang had not yet reached Dirang. Then, in the sentence, first part of the sentence is in simple past and the second part of the sentence is in past perfect. Just substitute these words in the structure, then you can understand the structure of the sentence very easily. When two actions in the past are clearly separated by time, the earlier action is expressed in the past perfect tense. In the third example, I quickly sat down on a rock. My father laughed at my plight. When two actions in the past happen simultaneously, both of them are expressed in the past tense. So, in the first part of the sentence and also the second part of the sentences, both were done simultaneously. So, these both expressions are mentioned in the past tense. In the fourth sentence, Sunita never saw a bear before she was transferred to Married Millie. This is not from our textbook. She closed the doors because she heard loud noises from outside. I never met him after I left India. Here, normally when the time relation is unambiguous by the user of before, after, because, etc., the simple past tense, past perfect is optional, is used to refer both past actions. After finishing past perfect tense, here is the last one in the past tense, past perfect continuous tense. Observe the structure. There is a condition. It is used to talk about an action that begins in the past and continues up to some point of time in the past. Let's take some examples. Pritika had been learning a lesson for an hour. Second one, she had been washing clothes for 2 hours. The third one, Joy had been playing in the water for an hour. After finishing the past tense, here we are moving to the future tense. Here I gave the structures of different tenses. No confusion. I just gave you in a red color where the structure will change. If you learn one type of tense, that is past tense or present tense or future tense, whatever it may be, just remember the structure of any one of these tenses and the remaining tenses you can learn very easily. Next one, in the future tense, the first one is simple future. Observe the structure and condition here. It is used to express an action which take place in future. Frequently used words in simple future tense are tomorrow, next week, next month, etc. For example, first one, Sharada will write an exam tomorrow. Second one, my mom will cook biryani on coming Sunday. Third one, they will come here next week. Here in the second one, future continuous tense, condition is, it is used to express an action which is going to take place at some time in future. For example, first one, I shall be studying 10th class. Second one, he will be writing exams. Third one, they will be coming tomorrow. Observe the condition here. It is used to express an action which is going to take place sometime in future. Hence here at a particular time the action will go on in the future. Next, future perfect tense. Observe the structure. Here is a condition. It is used to express an action that will be completed before certain point of time in future. For example, by next year I shall have passed MBBS. The second one, she will have selected as a leader in the next week. Here, these two sentences are mentioning that at a particular point of time in the future, this work will be completed. The last one in the tenses, that is a future perfect continuous tense. Observe the structure. It is very long. No problem. Check the condition. It begins in the future and will be going on for some time. For example, Priya will have been teaching for 5 years. Second one, Madhuri will have been serving government for 10 years. Here, check the condition again. It begins in the future and will be going on for some time. So, Priya didn't start teaching till now. She will start in future and it will be continue for 5 years. The second sentence, even Madhuri didn't start her service to government till now. She will start serving government in the coming days and it will continue for 10 years. Hope all of you understand this session. After finishing the tenses, here is your homework. Prepare different types of tenses using the following verbs with the help of the structures or the principles. I gave you V1, V2, V3 forms. First one, eat, ate, eaten. Second, write, wrote, written. When you take the first one, eat, ate, eaten, you have to prepare all the 12 types of tenses with 7 subjects. Each and every tense should be covered with all 7 subjects or the persons. First person, second person, third person, singular and also plural. Then you will get for each and every verb almost 84 sentences. Here I am giving only 2 verbs. Please go through it and practice. Thank you.